oversee our facilities. So we have a veterinary clinic, we have an adoption center, a thrift store, and then also a pet food bank, and we run some rural outreach programs. So I do that in addition to providing the strategic direction of the organization, and then just making sure that we're aligning, our services are aligned with what our mission is, which is to reduce the suffering of Alaska's companion animals.
I am the Community Outreach and Fundraiser Coordinator within the Alaska SPCA.
I went to the veterinary assisting program at King Tech High School. Through the vet assisting program, we actually did clinical rotations, and the Alaska SPCA was who hosted that for us. So we got to spend 100 hours in clinics. We spent 80 hours over at the clinic location, so doing medical clinic things, and we got to spend 20 hours over here at the adoption center. And I love working with animals. I always have, and I know that's what I want to do. So it's just the perfect spot for me right now.
So we are a managed admission shelter, which means that we work with municipality shelters, with rural communities, with individuals on a case-by-case basis with owner surrenders. And sometimes we take in pets that require significant medical care due to some severe medical injuries, sometimes requiring amputations of limbs, different medical needs. And with our new clinic facility, we're able to provide much more expanded care than we were previously able to do in terms of x-rays and dental care, hospitalization and things like that. So in conjunction with our clinic and with our managed admission shelter, we're able to house pets at our adoption center for an extended period of time, for as long as it takes for them to be as healthy as they possibly can be. And we work with different fosters and other rescue groups as well to make sure that they're receiving the best care that they can. So if a pet will really benefit from being in foster care with 24-hour monitoring, they have some special needs that have to be addressed, then we can also provide those types of situations and that type of care. Since we opened up our new adoption center, we've taken in over 700 pets that come to us from case-by-case owner surrenders, and then other rescue organizations. Rural Alaska, we have some rescue partners as far north as Nome, and from within the community here in Anchorage. So Anchorage Animal Care and Control, the Matsu Burro Shelter, and some other rescue organizations that reach out to us for assistance. Having the accessibility for veterinary services, which can be very cost prohibitive for a lot of folks, I think the fact that we can provide those services helps people provide care when they may otherwise have to relinquish their animal to potentially a kill shelter, or put their animal to sleep because they can't afford appropriate care. So if we can kind of bridge that gap a little bit and reduce that burden on families, I think that's helps in a much broader scale. Something that I always like to tell people is that we're here to help Alaska's people and pets. So there's a big public health aspect to the services that we provide. If we can provide low-cost vaccinations to pets, then we help protect children in our community that may get bit by an animal or interact with an animal. So it's a much wider scope than simply vaccinating a single animal. We attend events throughout the community where we are able to speak to our community members and have some fundraising activities going on.
So Spaghetti is our largest annual fundraiser, and this is where we invite a lot of people who support the Alaska SPCA mission, our staff members and volunteers, and everyone to just join in a community to come and help raise funds for the Alaska SPCA. We will have amazing food catered. We will also have silent auctions that we receive donations through the community. So I also ask the community members regarding sponsorships or donations and things like that. And so we're compiling a list, and we're still accepting donations as well. And we will also have a raffle going on as well, and a great video photography of adoption journeys and things like that. Plaza is once a month. It is our take of First Friday, but it's not only on Saturday. We always have an animal who is our mascot, and that animal might came to us with a little bit more health complications, health needs, and so it might be a little bit more expensive for us, and we always ask for anything that's in the Art for Paws room, which is in our thrift store location. Normally it has really cool knickknacks like painted rocks of animals, paintings that are from Alaskan artists, or even people who are moving and they donate their art. And everything raised goes to that specific animal, like we have.
Education to the community, that's another big thing as well. So any event that we attend is not solely for fundraising purposes. It is also to educate the community on what we do, that we're an independent 501c3 nonprofit. We're here to complement the veterinary services provided by for-profit veterinary clinics, which have a completely different dynamic than we do. They will reach out to us if a client comes in and is not able to afford the cost at other veterinary clinics, and we're able to assist and work with that other veterinary clinic and have kind of a mutually beneficial relationship with other veterinary clinics. So we're not here to take on clients from that have established relationships with their vets in town, because there's other wonderful veterinarians in town, but we're here to kind of bridge that gap where it's cost prohibitive for some folks. We work with several organizations in the area. At our adoption center, we take in homeless pets and pets that need medical care from throughout rural Alaska. We work with several organizations in that way. We work with the municipality here. We're a rescue partner with Anchorage Animal Care and Control. We work with the Mat-Su Burro Shelter. And at our clinic, we're able to provide some of the low-cost services to different rescue partners. So different cat rescues and animal rescues that we can provide, the spays and neuters and the vaccines, and make sure that their pets are as healthy as possible for adoption. In addition, we work outside of the Anchorage community. We have a mobile outreach clinic, so a mobile spay, neuter, and wellness clinic that we will be taking down in September, taking down to Soldotna to provide spays and neuters to their community along the Kenai Peninsula. And we send teams of our technicians and our veterinarians with some other organizations up north and into rural parts of Alaska to assist with other organizations' spay neuter efforts. We rely solely on donations from the community. So there's a misconception that the Alaska SPCA and that a lot of the state SPCAs are funded by the national ASPCA, so the American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, and we are not. So we rely on donations, very generous donations, individual donors, Pick, Click, Give. We are a grateful recipient of Pick, Click, Give, and from other fundraising events that we do. When they do, donate to us, whether it be dog beds or, dog food, cat food, or, dollars, basically that's all going right back into our organization. It's staying in Alaska. And we do have a fundraising program called Donor Box that we use on our website, and people are able to donate to the area of greatest need, to financial hardship cases. So we do have folks that come in and they don't have any financial resources to provide either emergency care or routine veterinary care for their, parts of the members of the family. Their pets are members of the family. And so we're able to assist with that to some degree. And I would say that's the biggest area where our funds go towards. Is everything from our fundraising events to our thrift store proceeds, everything goes right back into the organization to continue to provide additional services and to expand our services throughout Alaska, because we are the Alaska SPCA, not just the Anchorage SPCA. By volunteering at our adoption center, by just spending some time with our animals there, fostering. We have a pretty established foster program now at our adoption center, so fostering some of our pups and kittens that need some additional medical care, some of our older pets, helping out with our food bank, assisting with things like that, assisting with different events that we do. So I think volunteering is huge with our organization, and it can be very rewarding, I think, for volunteers as well. I think that's a main way, other than monetary donations, is just spending time with us and getting to know our mission, and then also bringing awareness to our community of what we do and why we're here. Pet food and cat litter is always, we're always in need for that. Our pet food bank runs on donations, so we have the supplies that we have, and sometimes we run out, unfortunately, and we're not able to provide that service. So that's always a huge give. And then, supplies, the boring stuff, gloves and paper towels and bleach and laundry detergent we're always in need of that. We're constantly doing laundry at our adoption center, constantly working to keep things, clean and organized. So those are the major things. We are, as I said, grateful recipients of Pick, Click, Give donations, and people have the option of selecting us as a nonprofit organization and a Pick, Click, Give recipient when they apply for their PFD by March 31st. And then they have the opportunity, I believe it's till August 31st of that year, to add us as a recipient. We had this past year, it was over 1,000 individual donors, and it helps us immensely to be able to provide that. To be able to provide additional services to the community because of the donations that we receive from Pick, Click, Give. So it's a wonderful program that we're proud to be a part of. We want the community to know what their dollars, their donations are going towards. So, whether that's making a video like this or, posting on Facebook, letting people know what we're doing. So we always send out, thank you letters and even just updates. So newsletters via MailChimp and things like that, where we can just say, your dollars helped us do this outreach clinic in Soldotna or something like that, so that people know that it's not just, they're not donating into a black hole, they're donating to something that is really helping our Alaskan community. Main things is how appreciative we are of our community and of the services that we're able to provide because of very, very generous donors. And that's anything from volunteering at our adoption center or at our thrift store to food donations, bed donations, just getting the word out about our services. Because we're a local independent nonprofit, and we rely on that to keep our doors open and to continue to provide these services in the community and throughout Alaska. So I think that's the biggest message I want to get out there. Is almost it's a thank you for our community for being here and for supporting us.